In this video, we're going to look at the 7 rounds that BDS won and the 7 rounds that G2 lost on Oregon. For starters, we have BDS going for a strict blue take, and G2 decides not to contest inside of blue. Instead, what they're trying to do is trick the wall on supply into bunker. The issue with not contesting inside of blue, however, is if the attack is pushing straight blue, then they get control of pillar very quickly. And actually, we'll see that BDS is in pillar by the minute mark. Problem with giving pillar control to the attackers is that it enables the attack to go for plants more often than not, since pillar can hold freezer, which is the safest angle to deny a default plant by the supply. And so with BDS ready to go for execute at 50 seconds, they are going to win the round. In the second defensive round, G2 decides to adapt by holding inside of blue. They're going to smoke very early. Don't recommend doing this simply because BDS has to clear utility before they're actually able to push into blue. Smoke also decides to go for a prone play holding the door. Early in the game, this is typically not the play because the attackers have tons of intel in terms of drone economy and are going to figure out those rat spots. Late in the round, Citizen, knowing that BDS won't have tons of drone economy, decides to try to rat inside of a good plant denial spot. That's a little uncommon, but because BDS are able to go for an execute, he needs to wide out from his position and reveals his location, ultimately being his death, forcing the bandit into a 3v1. Top floor defense, and BDS decided to do something a bit unconventional, but what I thought when Oregon initially came out would be the best kind of take, and that's to clear underneath and then hold horizontally the vertical pressure that you create underneath from big window. Largest problem that G2 had in this round is from a counter strategy perspective. When G2 decided not to reinforce this wall at all, they invited a ton of horizontal pressure from big window. And so what we're going to see is the anchors are going to try to contest big window as they are also being pressured vertically from underneath. G2 really lost the minute they decided to go for the strategy they went for, and BDS decided to go for the strategy they went for. Yet another basement hold from G2. This time, G2 brings out Clash and Smoke holding inside of blue. For quite a long time, G2 was holding out on BDS. BDS wasn't really getting any control that they needed. I mean, they do get pillar control and also access to E-Box, but it's really this play from Shaiko where he pushes through the smoke. That's the kill on Bandit and the kill on Clash that opens things up for the attack. One criticism you could put on is to the smoke, who was playing inside of laundry closet. No need to be playing in that position. No chance to refrag the bandit either. So just kind of a great play from Shaiko pushing through that gas canister. First defending round from BDS. They get absolutely steamrolled by Pengu on Monty. They adapt by bringing out the Clash, which is a great counter to Pengu. And just looking at G2's lineup, they don't really have any counters to Clash. Nades aren't super effective against Clash because she reduces the amount of explosive damage she takes. There's no Zofia, no Kali being brought by G2, and BDS have banned Capitao. Monty will try to push into bunker. Jaeger is able to swing back into blue and retake the control that Monty gains momentarily. Lockout defense from BDS really just think that G2 lost with their operator composition, and that's a big part of the story moving forward as well. On BDS's kids defense, G2 decides to go for a master and attic split. Once again, though, G2 is going to run into the Clash, who's playing inside of pig or attic. G2 will try to duo push through attic, but the Clash will prevent the Monty from progressing forward. And then through some coordination between BDS, the Smoke, Clash, and Maestro, able to completely remove all the pressure that G2 had created going through Big Tower. And so now all BDS has to do is focus on master side with a clash in hand. They're going to win the round. Final defensive round for BDS. They're defending the dining and kitchen bomb site. They decide to put Clash solo inside of kids with Jaeger periodically peeking top white stairs. Clash, despite being largely unsupported most of the round, still presents a huge problem for Kanto to start doing any vertical play. I understand because there was the potential for a nitro ping. Clash pings the spot that a defender should nitro, and then Sledge dies, but there's no nitros on the table for BDS. Sledge doesn't start doing vertical play until about 17 seconds left in the round. And G2 also loses Monty trying to push into box. Once again, G2 don't have the utility to deal with the clash. And although they did bring out the Sophia that round, she wasn't used to push back clash at all. And in truth, clash shouldn't have been as big of an issue that round as G2 made it.